pampe. Some news and Sabri Yashe Asieno. Yasha Asia and Parliament. Jimmy Chenkakra and I'm so much speaker can say I'm on coin. Obia Uncle Fee na one conquer any campaign. Woman be a Obesa Tronsa Afred woman. And no more so Kaya, don't do not say woman and Peneso is an Juma Ewo as a Parliament. Eh, there's a Sabri now, Quacoya court, Aquania Baby, court to can say as speaker say. Na majority I can say, na minority I can say. The way say Yemen and mere majority we say to speak as if I'm no China, the Abacusi no Monco Home, na Moncoyamo campaign, no Trabani Via, one sign about Jenna, and I sit no a sign a caution so. Nano and Alban Bagbin as Abre or no, and or yeah, Chamehine, a woman gun and rush with your feet. What didn't send be a to ya? What's it hey? Na, a dear pa, na John Dramani Mahama, hey. Na enkunimdie no obi tumi di ne saa acha se ye de bam e kan asem a ye beka se watwem bam a wokopa wo se we no nana ado a woko no e wom se onya ya han ko be hand over e de ama Dr. Mamudu ba omi ade na so saa bre bam ya abai no osusu pa se won kan en ha han ani a obetumi aka se nana ado kran kasa no ashoke no nemum de obeka ne se yen kan be kan bi no ene yesini nyini kwan so sa no was repa se omampani elect John Dramani Mahama won hwe yie na de Ghana fo a kire no e ya bebu obi no ma hyase ebu no wo beba a wan nye niema yie no kumbe kire o hye.
We have learned some lessons in the aftermath of voting, and I'm hopeful steps will be taken to remedy the defects in the electoral system and the process, particularly of collation. Despite these drawbacks, the spirit of cooperation and respect exhibited by a majority of the voters and political leaders reflect the resilience and maturity of our democracy. Let us acknowledge, appreciate, and celebrate this achievement and use it as a solid foundation stone for continuous dialogue and collaboration as we work together to build the Ghana we want. To some of you, honorable members, this meeting may be the last moment of service within the corridors of Parliament, but certainly not the end of your political service or end of life. You never know what life holds in store for you. I encourage you to soldier on. Who knows? You may be, in the near future, you may join the group of members of Parliament referred to in this House as we shall return. Kindly take heart and remain hopeful.
Speaker Alban Bagbin and what they say or share MPs one worry no or share one more incline say honorable worry. Honorable Nemum Mumu. Ubetumi akọ na wasan aba na afrɛ aba bio. Wo se eba ne sa na kyese ni gye nko a. Wo wie ye na de woda dom kuma no ano Dr. Atoforsen ba. Wo pagya ne nsa na o speaker menso meka bi. Mebo NDC fo aba so pa wo ma ya de. Wo se wo hwa seat a wo mo asanya e de aka wo mo de ho a wo mo wie free NPP ho no. Eye maako aduonum 50. Wo se we nyina no enye bibia o. Nemum ahomaso honhom a adura NPP amanyukuo no eno na Ghana fo buafu wo ho ene nti wo ka no asinipi se NDC amanyukuo a wo mo anya eson faso no wo mo hwe ni yie na se Ghana fo mpenkwanfo wo mo hwe na nkwan a wo ye mo no nya fan wo mbepamo akọ antimo ni baba botowache.
The Speaker, what happened on the 7th of December polls was a revolution, the people's revolution, what I call it. It was a revolt against a government that is obstinate, insensitive, high-handed, and dismissive of public opinion. It was a revolt against a government that called people with dissenting views names, such as detractors, cynics, naysayers. The Speaker, sometimes they call views of dissenting people as Sambalat and Tobias. Ghanaians have clearly shown that they cannot be taken for granted, and that when it matters the most, they will either reward those in office or punish those in office. Right Honorable Speaker, it is obvious that MPP has been punished for its poor governance, economic mismanagement, obstinacy, greed, state capture, arrogance of power, impunity, disrespect, lawlessness, and persecution of political opponents. Mr. Speaker, the lesson is that what happened to the MPP and the outgoing government is that the political class cannot and should not take the people of Ghana for granted. This calls for introspection on the part of the political class. It is also a call for deep soul searching on the part of those in leadership who ought to have been heard when government engages in acts of impunity, lawlessness, and destruction.
Any out ye ato force. Na ene de yakoba ene se ene de wo mu ditu se eja ne sabe nkum so no problem. Wo mo ebeta. We bia de be mo bia wo mo se wo mo beta. Na no na majority leader Alexander Afenyomaken wo de etu ja kire se wo mo de wo mo aja tum se honorable worry. Wo mo se wo mo give edit no etum. Se de na Ghana for mo kokomoti a kire no a na wo mo ni hweka. Na mo asama obi NDC for ne se wo mo ye sure pa se 11 no wo be ye fi ho. Na wo mo ye sure pa se betting tax no so wo be ye fi ho. Na wo mo ye sure pa se taxes bi o mo ka ho asem che Ghana for no wo be ni nyina fi ho de. Eno mi sa ne sa de no so na mo yi we nyina fi ho be de nya sika de ahwe o man. Amba be ye fi ho yi. Ti wo so ne de ha no pa no no. Wo bi sa se anye bia wo mo yi fi ho a sika no wo me nya no he e de bo mai.
On the 7th of December, this mandate was rightfully exercised by the people of Ghana. They did so peacefully, without fear. They have elected a president and members of parliament. It is without doubt that our friends in the NDC have emerged victorious. And I take this opportunity to congratulate the leader of the minority side and his team for such an unprecedented feat. I also congratulate His Excellency President John Dramani Mahama on his election. Mr. Speaker, Dr. Mahama Baumia did something very unprecedented. We've never witnessed it in the history of our politics before. Relying on his own internal coalition, at 9 a.m. on Sunday, he publicly acknowledged the outcome of the elections, conceded and congratulated the president-elect, who was yet to be officially declared by the Electoral Commission.
We Alexander Afenyomaken one on that a majority don't do no ano ewo o my Ghana mrashu nyefi.
Fire to also na yakoye nimu yadasoa wa abatoɔ ye kɔso na no ya na ese ene na wɔtwe na dagye ni poso kra sa amre ye mu no na enya agoro na yate se eyi collation center bi o yakabutu yate se ye di chese na kidni na enya asem kitwa kra nyame adom Ebenezer baby odi abeduro nie se di abatoɔ no kɔ ye ne kinkan ye mu ama gina so abatoɔ bedwa Electoral Commission bebo din se Omampani Dada His Excellency John Dramani Mahama and Eddie Nkunimu abatoɔ no mu enti ebeya nkunimudie no akɔdia mano enti wonso mu no na esaye ni gie pa eno agina so ama de edi nkan kra free se wodi nkunimu abatoɔ mu wakɔ asɔre akɔda nyame ase eye JDM eno wakɔ asɔre ewa Assemblies of God na wakɔ ye no wakɔ wosu na okwa ye no ne omanfo e wo ho no mo asorefo ne kasa ye no woka kire wo mo se hwe abato akoso no me anyame yi kire me se medi nkunim na menim etimi komu nyina no na nyame akasa de akire me eti na menim pa wase ansa na abato ne wie na hyase kra ne pomponso ene se eba wie ye ama declaration na ba ne nyina no na nyame di kan yi akire ne ntino no waye din ena waye komu no wotwen se nkunimdie no ebeba na wei aye esuma wokoye ne Assemblies of God for kosum ye de nyame asese ba bi odni bedru ye Ebenezer asedam ko a omapani dada Mahama yeto abasa ama ne biemu esa da na di se nyame ne kasa ya wo ka kire no se abato no bedi nkunim no wono agitumu esidie no obi ye no na enye ne hunye ne nwanwa no onim se nkunim no ebeba wosi ne wo mu se onyankopon no akasa e de akire no de a wono susu ejidi ye pa de na susu edu ba bie no na afei ehu kakra wo mesan se wo ye nipa edu ba bie no na afei wo se wo si ni pipo e ma ne hu ni se ampa nkunim de beba enti se nyame be kire ne se ampa nkunim ne beba no eni se wo ye ne bamsa no wo se no onim se beba na so no onim se ebebu afaso ebu nkama afaso ama onyame na miemia so tietia so san hwie bie gu so ama ebu afaso saa wo se wo ansusu asedan ko na no de nam ewo Assemblies of God aso dem ewo osu wo say nyame anim ne wo sugu nyame so bompa ye pa wo bompa ye ka kire nyame se onyame me de made sira tu anim o oba de wa na aba me makọ afa me samba na me ba we wi anhwe na de aka kire no ha nti no ye bibi nyame e bibi o nyame e bibi o nyame e bibi na nyame se twen ma ye wie na so na nkunimdie no na so chen se de ode na adwen bu ye no yentie His Excellency John Dramani Mahama.
I cried unto God and brought my supplications to the Almighty, and for that I give him thanks. This victory can only be divine. God assured me in my heart, and I knew. He spoke to me and said that he will bless me with success in this election. But I did not know that the blessing was going to be so bountiful, and that the victory was going to be so massive and so dramatic that I give him all the thanks.
I was for a way I am on penny. I had to a barman, a war chance of a softening. As I am a gunner for you know, who say, Fiena, your dear enemy, or be ye Juma. His Excellency John Dramani Mahama, nay, and I would say, and was here do baby. Now soon some no person, now when I'm not mre. Now some pempino, or yam mra. Then your mere salmon and what they for no at all 20. Na ni age pass dan wode ma onyankompon once afu from was asemi aho no na Archbishop Kofi Adontin Boateng chairman one da American religious leader Ghana overseer general overseer ma Divine World International Ministry na yese wono no ye ka Ghana ni America na wodi akotene pa one da ni mo san e de asafo iba ye Divine World International Ministries what they are to dra was your company a wo ba betina dwa so say ya JDM wo ka kire Ghana de ye hwehwe pass a wo be ye no ebi ne sa wo be hwe na ye investment e de sika hwehwe ene ma ba bua ma Ghana etumpo mu de to aso akwan yie suku adansie edwasie chese infrastructure maninya dwuma eno achi sa wo betu sa e de ati aketa hwehwe prayer ne kankan na de hwehwe foforo ba so mampani na de aba bebu na enu ne hia pa wo se nya se ejo yo se yo aba no keke se wadi nkunim no na ehia na emom de ehia ne de oboso se wo bayi bra na fansa kira ye ebra wo de asisupi waka ne pray nye pray mfa wo se Ghana se same ye ni abre pa wo se ye bibi de boa na twedom efri grofo ama so ya nkrankra mo mba boa de osika hye Ghana enwumam emetimi konkan de friend of private investment no ye hia pa eno achi wo se ye ehihye bebre ma Ghana ko nanim se koba ne sa no a wabayi a enipa dodo no anya ni mu arehemu nti wato ababum e de ama no wa me ye sa ntoto ye no a next said ya ton ye color TV akoto black and white edru enwumra ye hu so Archbishop Kofi Adontin Boateng no okasa Achre Ghana for a United States of America.